Hi everyone, and thank you for attending this presentation um, on Apple Inc. Today I will take you to an analysis of Apple core business strategies focusing on areas like negotiation, innovation, customer service, and employee alignment. The aim is to not only highlight the strengths of this iconic company, but also to identify areas where improvement is possible to ensure Apple remains global leader in the each world. Let's start with Apple negotiation process. Apple is renowned for its dog stance on sourcing high-quality materials at cost-effective rates, particularly through its long-standing relationships with suppliers like Foxconn and TCAMC. While this strategy has ensured consistency, I recommend a shift toward a more collaborative approach. This will build a strong and long-term suppliers relationships, which could mitigate some of the delays Apple has faced in the past. Next is Apple's heart and soul, innovation from the revolutionary iPhone to the M1 chip. Apple has consistently pushed boundaries, but what's quality important is the growing focus on sustainability as Apple moves towards being carbon neutral by 2030. Believe they should increase investment in ethical technology development, placing them at the forefront of green innovation. When it comes to customer service, Apple's Genius Bar and online support stand as industry benchmarks. However, there are always room for improvements. By incorporating AI-driven customer service, Apple could reduce resolution times and ensure more personalized customer interactions, keeping satisfaction levels high. Addressing Apple's supply chain performance and labor issues, there have been some challenges, particularly with partners like Foxconn. My recommendation is that Apple enforce stricter labor audits and invest more heavily in ethical practices, which not only improve operations but also enhance Apple's public image. Lastly, in terms of performance, Apple uses OKRs and KPIs to great effect. However, introducing more flexible, innovation-driven assessments will better accommodate Apple's fast-evolving landscapes. Also, promoting work-life balance could improve employee retention and overall performance. In conclusion, Apple stands as a beacon of innovation and excellence. However, by enhancing negotiation processes, deepening its sustainability focus, improving labor practices, and refining employee performances assessment, Apple can remain not just a leader but a transformative force in the industry. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.